Hello everyone, great to see you again. And for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Jay McMahon from Jay McMahon Lacrosse. I'm a high school All-American at Garden City, and I was a three-time All-American at Brown University for Dom Stargent. At this channel, we're looking to help youth lacrosse players, middle schoolers and high schoolers get to the next level. So if that's what you're looking for, you're at the right place. Today we're going to be talking about shooting on the run.
Said to us, we had to celebrate things once we got there. So they got fired up for the first play.
As we've discussed on this channel, there's three types of shots in lacrosse. There is step down shooting, there is crease shooting or inside shooting, and there's shooting on the run. If we had to pick one of those three types of shots that is the most important, I would say it is shooting on the run. Simply because that's the kind of shot that most players take over and over again. It's the most common shot in lacrosse. Since shooting on the run is the most common shot, naturally we want to get the most out of it and work on that more than any other shot. So let's talk a little bit about technique. When we're shooting on the run, naturally we do not have that benefit of the crow hop. So we really want to make sure all of our momentum is going towards the cage and we're effectively transferring our weight from that back foot to the front foot. Also, we want to make sure our hands and our stick are in the right position. What's going to give us the most momentum is being able to draw that stick back essentially so that it's parallel with the weight-bearing surface with the field. And we want to bring our bottom hand about level with our back shoulder. Okay, we want to feel that ball, cradle it, and be able to extend our arms, get our hands out and away, and then we want to take this bottom elbow and bring it down and through.
For the Blue Devils, the graduate student, key member of the midfield last year, and Ledman with the equalizer early for the Blue Devils.
So when we rip that bottom elbow down and through, we're going to essentially put ourselves into a back pedal, which is how we want to end this shot on the run. And there's a very good simple drill that we can do called the three-step drill that we'll go through in a moment. So a great way to practice shooting on the run is to do the classic knee down drill, right? Where we have one knee down and then we are going to transfer our weight from that bottom knee to that front foot. The other way to do it is to have both knees down. Okay, and again, we'd have our weight transferred from that back knee to the front knee. Naturally, as we're shooting on the run, we want to get all our momentum going towards that goal. And one of the problems we'll see with youth lacrosse players, even some high school and college players, is as they are running, they tend to fade away from the goal instead of taking all their momentum and bringing it towards the goal. Okay, and the way we would do that is we want to be able to turn our shoulders and we want to, again, bring that lower elbow down and through, and that will get all of our momentum heading towards the cage. And I'll come towards the camera now. You can see I'm going to get some deception on this shot, and then I'm going to bring that elbow down and through, and I want to turn my hips towards the goal and my shoulders so that all that momentum is coming right towards the cage. So for our three-step drill, we'd set up a cone here, set up a couple cones there, and we're going to simply take 1, 2, now I'm getting ready to transfer my weight. I'm going to transfer it from this back foot to the front foot. I want to turn my shoulders, turn my hips, get everything pointed towards the goal, and then I'm going to rip that bottom elbow through, and then it naturally puts me into a back pedal. Now, when you're practicing shooting on the run, you want to think about the places where you're going to be most commonly on the field. All right, that could be if you're an attackman and you happen to be coming back to the cage from X, then you want to be driving top side and working on that weight transfer as you're shooting back to the cage. Now, if you're working from up top, you want to be working on that alley dodge, working on your sweep.
Point, whether you're going to try and bounce it or try and pick out the top corner, this one ends up right at that sweet spot.
You want to be able to get comfortable being in that what we call the shooting zone. It really should be called the scoring zone, where most of the shots happen, which is about 8 yards out from the goal line extended, up to 8 to 12 yards beyond goal line extended. The more you take these shots, the more you build muscle memory, and you can just get into these situations on the field where, let's say it's an unsettled situation, you can just run to your spot and shoot that ball on the run.
With a shot clock violation, when you're extra man for 3 minutes, you want to get some great opportunities, and then on the opposite side,
As you can see in that clip, that's exactly what our shooter did. It took his man a little bit in this direction, planted, drove top side, got right to a spot where he was most comfortable shooting at. He's probably practiced that shot hundreds, thousands, maybe millions of times. Get right to that spot where you're comfortable and then turn and shoot. With shooting on the run, you can absolutely be twice as deadly when you work on shooting with your offhand. Paul Rabel scored probably half of his goals with his left hand, and as you know, he was a right-hander. He did most of those while he was on the run. When you've got a really good, strong, dominant top hand, they're going to usually give you that offhand, so you might as well take it.
And so we're in the second half of the second quarter. Paul Rabel got the shot away. He scores! Paul Rabel is back.
Good way to practice it is to feel how that stick is feeling in your dominant hand. I'm a left-hander, so as I shoot on the run, I can feel just how my body sets up, and I want to mimic that with my offhand. I want to feel, all right, what are my feet like? What kind of position are my hips in, my shoulders? How am I holding that stick? How am I turning my shoulder? And I want to mimic that and then be able to shoot just as well with that offhand. Again, the best way to practice shooting on the run is to simply get out there, do some of these drills, and then run into space and let those shots fly. You should be shooting from the wing, shooting from behind, and actually shooting from up top, either on sweeps and alley dodges.
quickly. Carroll makes the move. Carroll with a...
Hope you enjoyed this video. Now get out there and get after it. Thanks everyone for joining us today. If you liked today's video, please go ahead and give us a like, share it with a friend, and comment below and let us know what other videos you'd like to see. Also hit that subscribe and notification button. That way you don't miss any videos that we release down the road. This is Jay McMahon from Jay McMahon Lacrosse, dedicated to your success.